everybody, and welcome to episode 14 of Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. We are in a part 3 series, really, for a grand mission to Ike. What was going to be basically leave Kerbin Sphere of Influence, do a little bit of science around the sun, turned out to be a massive grand tour of Ike, or of the Duna system, which is just Duna and Ike the moon, because we built this little guy, which is named Quackers and Cheese, and it turns out it has ridiculous quantities of Delta V available to it. So I'm going to see about, rather than leaving Duna, I'm going to see about sticking around. Really? It's only 2 minutes of burn to get into Ike orbit? Oh, we're doing that. We're going to do that. We're going to get a nice low Ike orbit and do a little bit of surveys here. Yeah. Wow. Craziness. It's total craziness. This thing is so good. I'm getting lost. Here we go. There's Duna. There's the sun. I've definitely left the safety of Kerbin. Estimated burn, 308. So we need to warp to 135. Maybe the next flight of this thing I will call Space Prius, because this thing is so efficient. Warm up the engines, here we go. As we begin decelerating for Ike orbit, our liquid fuel cans of all the extra stuff has plenty of juice to go. Just making sure I'm getting rid of the right ones when it's time to get rid of them, which is that one. Yep. Quick save. Now I made these modular fuel cans because once the fuel can is empty, I don't want to be hauling around that extra weight. So I put fuel cross feeds on them, stacked decouplers, the whole deal. And we're just going to leave this junk in orbit around Ike as soon as we're done with this thruster, or done with this engine, done with this fuel tank. Give it a quick save. And we'll see this estimated burn time change slightly once I dump the extra mass. There it goes. Decouple. Didn't change by much, but every little bit counts. So this one's going next. You know, in 9 years when we actually empty the thing. Duck Kerman Cam doing. Doug Kerman seems to be quite happy with how things are going. Oops, don't bump it too much. We are definitely orbiting, getting ready to orbit Ike. As this comes down, yes, brilliant. So we've done all the scientific experiments for high over Ike. We have entered orbit of Ike worth 50,000 funds. I'm thinking we set ourselves a nice 20-kilometer orbit, because Ike is pretty small. I'm not sure how big it is compared to Moon. Okay, more precision flying, then full thrust. So the nuclear engine has about the same thrust, I think, if I remember correctly, as the Terrier. 20 kilometers. And it's definitely clear of mountains. And there are lots of biomes for us to explore. In fact, we can begin doing so now. Okay, we're in Crew report. While in space near Ike, transmit that back. So we'll get our while in space near Ike mission research. Log temperature data. Log temperature data. I mean, keep that. Okay. Now, while we have the light, like we do, blocked by Duna? What? Oh, I guess it is blocked by Duna. Okay, I do have to be somewhat careful with the amount of power that we use, since we are on battery only until we get to the the daylight side of Duna. But in the meantime, let's have our scientists get out. Oh, restart the timer. Have our scientists get out. And EVA. From space just above Ike's southeastern mountain range. So there are going to be 1 million experiments, 1 million EVAs to get done. Let's go ahead and slide down here really quick. Of course, what we nearly need is funds. Let's collect this data and then restore it. Take the temperature data, slip on down underneath to the other side. Lights on for safety. And grab, whoa, yeah, the Presmat barometer. I mean, I know we're basically recording space over and over and over again, and the Presmat's probably getting mad. It's like, come on, guy. It's frickin' space. How much atmospheric pressure do you expect to find in space? But I don't care. It's all science as far as the Kerbals are concerned. The Kerbals don't know that there's no atmosphere in orbit around Duna. That's why they're doing the research, to find these things out. Okay, what do we got here? We have performed a spacewalk in orbit of Ike. Nice news broadcast worth more money. Gosh, we're making tons of money. 1.6 million funds now. Okay, now I'm doing the thing where I want to find interesting biomes. Biomes which are interesting for the EVAs. So we're going to do a bunch of them. EVA report. Ike's Lowlands. Keep that experiment. Board. Let's check this area out. See, anytime there's a different coloration, it might be kind of hard to see on YouTube, I don't know. But every time there's a different coloration, it probably means it's a different biome. Which therefore means you can get a different EVA report. The Western Mountain Range, keep that experiment, and board. Lovely. Right here, we'll grab something. EVA. EVA. The Ike's Midlands. Gosh, so cool. So it's been a while since I've played this. Like the last time I played it, there weren't all these different biomes around the different places. It was pretty much, congratulations, you reached orbit around Ike. Yay. And that was it. That was all the fanfare you got. I mean, you could EVA, but you only got one EVA report that was worth any salt. Eastern Mountain Range. I bet that's a duplicate. Yep. This discoloration here. This is the Midlands once again. What's this? Oh, wait. This looks fancy. This looks like a big old crater. It's got to be a crater or something. EVA. Ah, Midlands. Bummer. How about this area over here? The Lowlands. I'm not reading the flavor text because it's all the same. You record your crew's assessment of the situation. Bright patch. It's either Midlands or Highlands. Oh, wow, that looks so good. I just gotta get in there and take a look at this. Ah, it looks so pretty. Just above Ike's central mountain range. Nice, nice, nice. And then this big fat area here, which is distinct and different from the other places we've gone. And then we're ready to leave Ike and do it all over again around Duna. So much science to be had. EVA report. It's just the Midlands. It's just the Midlands. We've done that before. Okay, we have sunlight, right? Yes, we do. We have sunlight. Yes, we do. We have sunlight. How about you? I can't believe I just did that. T, SAS on, please. Let us transmit everything back that we can. Boop. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Keep. 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 Transmit. And transmit. Uh, 6,000 funds for no reason. Have to wait for 50 power before we can transmit again. Just time accelerate. Transmit. Transmit. And that is it. Nice. The high gain antenna. Sending all that lovely data back to Ike. Back to Kerbal. But the name of the series is Duna or Bust. Our mission is to eventually build a surface base on Duna. But right now we need to plan to leave Ike's sphere of influence. And pardon me. And orbit Duna. Info on Duna. Red dot, planetary information, atmosphere. Present to 50 kilometers. So as long as we're above 50 kilometers on this periapsis, we are hunky-dory. It looks like we're way off. Want to re-enter? Nope. So, I don't know. If, you know what, 70. 70 is good. It's 20,000 kilometers above the atmosphere. Or 20,000 meters. 20 kilometers. Simple math. Not so simple sometimes. Let's go ahead and warp to this maneuver. How long does this burn? 37 whole seconds. Focus back on us, please. So yeah, Duna Science Extravaganza. How's this fuel tank looking? I don't even know why I looked. 37-second burn. We'll start it at T minus 19. Should probably face the node though, don't you think? Jeb is going to have so much. These scientists are going to have so much experience. We're going to need to make a crew transfer vehicle to transfer some scientists around. Okay. What did I say? T minus 18? So 22, 21, 20, 19, 18 full throttle. You know, one thing I never did look at this cockpit. It's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice cockpit. Definitely looking good. Wait. Let's check to make sure I have enough fuel left. Oh, yeah. Now, as long as I don't completely screw something up and like crash into the surface of Duna, which doesn't seem to be, which I don't seem to be at risk of doing, and as long as I don't do something dumb like run into my solar panels. So let us watch as Ike vanishes from our view here in Quackers and Cheese. We now find ourselves cleanly under Duna's sphere of influence. 69 kilometer periapsis is doing great. Let's focus Duna and prepare ourselves for orbital maneuver. Sorry, not that much orbital maneuver. Jeez. Okay. Yeah. Let's face the node. We've got 2 hours before this maneuver, and I believe we're still in space high above Duna, and we already have all the science for that, so I'm not going to do any further science now. I want to get in orbit around Duna and then do a whole bunch of stuff. I'm so glad I brought a scientist. I have an engineer just in case something breaks. You know, I've never used the engineer. I don't even know what he does. I heard that he can fix wheels. I don't know if he can fix solar panels. Anyway. Oh yeah, we got plenty of time in this episode. Warp here. Let us watch as Ike leaves. Bye, Ike. See you later. Hello, Duna. Achieve orbit around Duna to complete. We have entered orbit around Duna. Hooray. Oh, that was one of our mission goals. Yes. Oh, full power. I started this burn late. I apologize. I'm very bad. Very bad. Whoa, lean back. Can't lean back that far. Headphones too long. Not long enough. So I can't believe I devised a sock on my head trick to make this helmet fit better. Actually, I totally can. Who am I kidding? When you decide to do cosplay stuff for your YouTube channel, you have decided to be strange. That is what I've concluded, and I do not mind one single bit. As soon as we establish an orbit, we're going to do as much sciencing as we can science for the science. We got all sorts of goodies to research around here. Tune up this node a little bit. We're not facing the heading we should be facing. Let's go ahead and face straight retrograde, I guess. Hang on. I need to make this go this way. Yeah, like that. That'll keep that periapsis sort of on top of us. There we go. Just flying. Whoa. Flying by wire there. Wasn't paying attention to the actual hypoapsis. Almost overthrusted. Come on. Get aligned. You can do it. I just want to trim this periapsis up a little bit. Okay, we have established circular orbit around Duna. Ugh, look at all this fuel we have left. Sergio! Hello, Sergio. Welcome to the channel, man. It's been a little while since I've been able to see you. Guess where we are? I'm just doing a quick calculation on my phone to find out how many seconds of fuel I have. 1666, that's the number of the beast. Divided by, I can't remember, it was 1.56, I think? 666 divided by 1.56. Divided by 60. And this ship, after having reached Duna and flying upside down, what are you doing? This ship, after having reached Duna, has a mere 17 minutes of continual thrust available to it. 17 minutes. Using a nuclear engine, which has approximately the same thrust as the Terrier. Yeah, Sergio Hero, he's international as well. You're in Spain, right? Isn't it? Or is it Italy? I can't remember. Anyway, Sergio says, Sergio Alonso. That sounds Spanish. It sounds like you're in Spain, but it could be Italy. It's nice to be free from university sometimes, so I can go to sleep later and catch one of your streams. Yeah, my international fans have a really tough time when I stream in the evening because they either have to stay up really, really late or get up really, really early. Yep, 4 a.m. in Spain. But I'm glad you're able to join me, Sergio, because we have made it to Duna. We made it in orbit of Duna. We did a whole bunch of orbital maneuvers around Ike and gathered a whole bunch of science, and we're about to do the same thing here on Duna. Brought a full crew, pilot, engineer, and scientist, so that we can reset our certain experiments, like this one, which is going to recover with 210 science. You know what I should consider doing? Since I need money much more than I need science right now. Before I get back, I should start a strategy to convert science into cash. I can't believe I just said that. I said that out loud. I'm committed to it now. Toggle display. Oh, I'm sorry. Log pressure data. As if it were in a vacuum. Yes, I know. That's the whole point. One crew report, please. And we'll just go ahead and send that back now. Should have read it. Did it have anything good to say? Ooh, here we go. Flavor text. The planet is very red and appears to have deep brown furrows across the surface. There does appear to be some kind of ice at both poles, though. We have. I'm sure we have enough. Duna looks like a. Rick Lund says Duna looks like a meatball with cheddar sauce. Well, it's a good thing we happened to bring crackers and cheese then. Otherwise, this mission might be awkward. All right, let's EVA. Where are we on this thing? We are there. I'm going to want to do a plane change and get over that crater. But for now, EVA. Boop. EVA report. The Duna's Highlands. And we'll go ahead and let go. Get ourselves thrusting around here. Once again, this is the last time I need to worry about this, thankfully. In fact, I'll just quick save now in case I fuck it up. I'm sorry, this is supposed to be PG, family-friendly entertainment, in case I mess it up. Kids don't do drugs. So we're just flying in here for the last time, for the first time, for the last time. To collect this data. Yep. And restore it. And collect this data. Boop. And fly down. Head through the body of the ship. Up. I can't believe I didn't bring any mystery goo. Oh! Can you imagine how much science I'm missing out on? Everyone, I love it. It's such a conversation piece. Sergio is asking about Duck Kerman. Currently has my headphone thing over it. See, these are my fingers. Duck Kerman is a little project that my daughter. There were these ducks, little plastic ducks that you could buy for $1. So they bought some for all the family members based on their interests, and I got a space one. And then they said you should use the duck in some way in your Kerbal Space Program stuff. And I said, okay, if you want him to appear on camera, he needs to have a nice cockpit to sit, so he will look appropriate along with, so I can use my mouse on this thing. So he looks more or less appropriate with all these other guys. So I got the graphics together for a little, a little label, much like these guys' labels, and gave him, this is basically my control cam. It's right there. Up there. Hi, control cam. But since I don't need separate controls for this game, I'm using that camera to feature Duck Kerman. He goes along with me on all rides, so when the rocket ships are really going, he can shake and shake and shake. Experience G-forces. Right, what do we got here? We have performed a spacewalk in orbit of Duna for 31,000 funds. Review. Transmit back all the stuff we can. Hello everybody, this is Abraham, Chief Video Officer for Kerbal Space Program. This episode has run awfully long and we've decided to split it in multiple parts. Please check out the next part, which should be available soon.